The SN95 Mustang, or the new Edge. This one right here is an SN95 Cobra, which is actually sporting, I think, 245 horsepower. Now, the SN95, starting with this body style right here, introduced in 1994. Contrary to the belief, the name is SN95. It wasn't conceived in 95. That was just stand for Sporty North American Market Program 95, being that it was the production number, production sequence number that it was approved in. Now, this is just a new Edge. It still qualifies at SN95. Now, these things are beautiful. All of them. All the SN95s were the first of the modern pony cars to not look too crazy. Like when Camaro tried to do it, I will admit it just started looking like a mess. But this, oh my God, look at all these little curves and angles. I'm not exactly a fan of the original SN95s. They're just too round and everything else. But they were only sporting, like I said, 200 horsepower for the most part for their V8 counterparts. But this, the new Edge, now that brought in, well, not very impressive, of course, but I guess about 250 horsepower, and it was seeming crazy at the time. They even had a bullet. It has slender headlights. It has a tri-bar tail lights. The new Edge, as modern, as beautiful as look, is the reason why we have what we have now. The S550 builds off this beautiful thing. Now, shout out to one of the most prominent two valves out there, Derek Buran Productions, and I'll leave a link in his channel in the description. But this cockpit right here, it just makes you, it's a throwback to actually the name of Mustang. Now, Mustang wasn't named after a horse, it was named after the plane. So that's why the cockpit feels like more of an intimate experience with passenger and you. It just kind of feels more involved. And I used to have one of these things, and this is my car right here. Oh my God, I used to love this thing. So many great memories, such a lovely time in my life.
Why get arrested?
You'll get arrested if you roll the window down and say hi.
I don't want to get arrested.
You're not allowed to talk to police dogs.
Really do appreciate these things, but this one right here in particular is just a V6, and it was only sporting about 200 horsepower. Its V8 counterpart was actually sporting 260, so it wasn't really all that much of a crazy time, but definitely a nice car that did give that feeling of new modern Mustang. But now introducing the Big Daddy, the Terminator Cobra, everyone recognizes this thing as the Big Screamer. That's the original supercharged whining V8 pony car out there. And I know this isn't a Terminator Cobra, this is actually a Mach 1 on the screen. Now it's a Terminator Cobra. Now Terminator Cobras are different from the regular 4-valve Cobra. The regular 4-valve Cobra was only doing 320 horsepower, where in areas this one has a stock Eaton blower straight from the factory, giving it 390 horsepower. Now, these things were ridiculous. But I don't want you guys thinking I'm glossing right over the Mach 1. The Mach 1 did have 305 horsepower with a 4-valve motor, and here it is. It had a hood scoop too. That's going to be it for today's video as far as the SN95 goes. Now, this car was a pioneer for all modern Mustangs, and you'll see why in upcoming videos and why I didn't touch up on so many different points.